Hey everyone, it's me, Arthur Cade, the dynamic duo, Jane Lynch and Kate Flannery. I love this BFF relationship. I want to be like part of it.
You can't.
You can be. Well, no,
Well,
okay.
you
If
could.
she said
She's
no,
so
then sorry.
exclusive.
I
I
am.
guess I was going to let you in, but that's okay.
Less
But
is more.
You know what? I'm
exactly,
stealing
less is more.
Jane from you then, Kate.
Okay,
What do you
all
think?
right.
It's me and Jane, and now you're on the
All
outs.
right, all right. I have no upper body strength, so it's all yours.
You guys are doing a cool show at the Cafe Carlisle.
We are.
How does
Yeah.
this all start?
Well, we started, we've known each other for decades, but we started touring together about 4 or 5 years ago with another show, and we do a Christmas show that we go all over the country.
The Christmas album.
And
It
a
did very
Christmas
well. It was in
album.
the Billboard Top 100 for a few weeks.
But
and
our
it's-
goal has always been to do a show at the Cafe Carlisle.
Have you ever had a
late bloomer?
celebrity show up, by the way, that
Oh,
you've
yeah.
just been like freaked out? Like, I can't believe person X is in the crowd right now.
Well, I would not want to know, so it probably happened. But we have had celebrities come see this
Yes.
show and other shows that we do, but I just don't want to know.
Really? I'd be the first. I'd be like, who's out there? Mick Jagger? I'm in.
Oh, I don't think
I would
Mick
literally
Jagger's
stop the
coming to
show
our
for
show.
selfies.
No, that would be
I-
completely unprofessional, and that would be a horrible thing to do to me.
That's why you're performing at Cafe Carlisle, and I'm
you are
chatting
not.
with you about it,
Exactly,
right?
Exactly. Your instincts are way off for the cabaret scene.
Although I think Mick Jagger used to live at the Cafe Carlisle, didn't he?
That's
Very
the most
briefly?
wonderful
Yes,
thing
yes.
about the Carlisle Hotel and
Everyone's
Cafe
lived there.
Carlisle.
Iconic.
It's been there forever, and it's the most civilized, wonderful place.
How does
Yes.
this friendship begin? What's the
In
moment?
Chicago.
In
I
Chicago.
had moved to Chicago. My aunt, my mom's sister had moved there in the early 60s. She sent me a ticket to check out Second City after college. And the first time I ever went to Second City, Jane Lynch was on stage understudying for Bonnie Hunt.
Then found my way to the Annoyance Theater, where we did the real live Brady Bunch with Jill and Faith Soloway. Jill Soloway of Transparent
Yep.
fame and
Right.
many other things.
Right, and that show continued to tour because I was part of it too, and I toured with like Anna Gaster. I mean, there was many people that were like in and out of
That's
that
what's
cast.
crazy,
those
by the
casts.
way, with Second City is when you look at the town. I mean, you had
Oh,
Carell
yeah,
on your
Carell
show.
And Colbert was, yeah,
Colbert.
of course, there when we were there.
Do you
Amy
guys have an
Everett,
idea?
Dallas.
You're working with these people in the breeding ground that is occurring for comedy
It's
in town.
nuts. Yeah.
Do you know at that point, like these
well,
people?
you know that we know, you know, and I think, well, I could kind of pick that Carell and Colbert and
Sure.
Amy Sedaris would do great things. Chris Farley was there as well,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you knew that he was
Oh,
going to
yeah.
do great things.
Absolutely remember
What
that.
was he like? That's what I've interviewed everybody, but that's one of the people I'll never have that opportunity,
No,
and I
you
wish
won't.
I could.
Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
he like in real life? Was he as electric as?
Yes.
He was like a man-child who was funny all
All
the
the
time. He
time.
could not turn it off. He was hilarious. That's just who he was.
Your former castmate won an Emmy.
I know.
Right? How cool was that?
Congratulations, Darren Chris.
I
Pretty
know.
amazing. Yeah, he was so good in that, and totally deserved. I was really happy for him.
The show that you were part of, Glee. We're looking around right now with Hollywood to see what's happening with LGBTQ rights, and you're a huge advocate for all that.
All human rights. I'm
All
in
human
favor
rights.
of
I
human
was
rights
checking your
across the
Twitter.
board.
You're like literally charity, 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 charity.
I'm a giver.
She's a giver.
She is. Me, not so much.
No, no, no. She's
Kate's,
very
Kate's
selfish.
like, Kate's like, don't bother me
I
for
carry the giver
philanthropy.
energy. Go ahead.
To see what's happening right now in Hollywood, the push that's happening.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting.
It is really great, and you know, our friend Jill Soloway doing Transparent and giving a voice to transgendered folks, and just it's an amazing thing. It's wonderful things are happening in Hollywood. Totally in a golden age in terms of television,
Right. And
our-
women too.
and women too.
who've just
And
been
hopefully
pushed
this,
down.
and I know this is going to go into our politics too. I think we're about to ride a wave into the future.
You see women like Lena Dunham, Issa Rae. There's so many.
So
Now
great.
women are creating vehicles for themselves. It's like screw the system. I'm going to create a vehicle that works for me and sell it. That's where we're at right
Well,
now.
that's what men did.
You're right.
True.
So we're just kind of doing the same thing, but you know, in a world where the equality in terms of power was completely off, and now there are younger women who kind of have an entitlement. Well, of course, I'm going to create something for myself, and that's what we need is, not like saying, F you, I'm going to do this. It's basically, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it peacefully. I'm going to hire my friends, and we're going to create this thing.
Is it an exciting period to be a woman in Hollywood? Do you feel like the
Absolutely.
roles are there?
Yeah, much more than they used to be, for sure. And they're getting up there with the writers and the directors. They're starting now to have more of a
It begins
presence.
with them. I mean, really, it's like the women have to hire other women. That's kind of how it goes.
And who
Right.
walks his talk is Ryan Murphy, who 50% of his crew is female. And if he can't find a female gaffer, he puts it. I was at an awards
He'll
dinner.
pull
where he
somebody
was
off the
he was
street.
like, no, there are female gaffers out there. He'll say, does anybody know a female gaffer? Because I need one. And someone will come up, yeah, so and so, because we're out there.
He's another Emmy winner, and you've worked for him. What makes that guy so special?
He thinks outside the box, and he's one of the most confident people I've ever met in my life.
I used to wait on him when he was writing, like 20 years ago, way before Glee, way before Popular, Nip Tuck, all those shows he was doing.
How crazy is that?
Crazy.
Like, in crazy jobs you have to work, by the way. This whole, what was the guy from The Cosby Show that just got...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's at Trader
Jeffrey
Yeah,
Owens.
Yep.
To see, because people don't realize, they look at actors and they're like, rich, famous. It isn't always that way.
Well, there's no shame in working at the Trader Joe's. I always said that if I couldn't act, if I didn't get any jobs, I wouldn't mind being a barista at Starbucks. I mean, I don't have any, I don't know. I just think it's terrible to shame somebody to think that just because you're not acting means that you failed in some way.
I actually kept my restaurant job the first season of The Office because I didn't know if we were going to get picked
How
up.
crazy is that to
I
hear?
know.
You're on a hit show,
know,
and
but
she's
we
like,
didn't
I'm working at a
know.
She's so
restaurant.
practical.
We didn't
though.
know.
She's a
And I was
practical
older.
mom.
You know, it's like if I was 20, I would have been like, woo, flashing. But no.
How about Krasinski? He's become one of the biggest movie
It's
stars on the
actually-
planet.
I'm so happy for him.
Yeah.
He's one of the hardest working guys I've ever met, and just a natural talent. I mean, he just walked in, to the show as a star. He's just always had that thing, but he's worked really hard.
What are we going to see first? A Glee reboot or an Office reboot? What's the guess here?
Oh, I have no idea. What do you think, Kate? Office. It'll be Office.
I hope it's Office.
Mm-hmm.
It was the best 9 years of my life. So I
Are you
I would
even,
totally do it.
we were just talking about, you go to Ocean City during the summer. Are you even able to walk down the street at this point because of that show's fandom?
I'm usually carried by high school kids who they just carry me to the beach. It's getting
It's
getting
getting a
nuts.
second life now, too, on
absolutely.
Netflix, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's on 6 hours a day at Comedy Central.
Oh my
so
God.
if you're in the hospital and you don't have access to the remote, you're probably going to watch The Office.